Having met over 4 years ago at a happy hour through a mutual friend, these two commenced their now blossomed relationships as strangers at a bar. As time continued, they grew to not only respect each other, but view each other as fluid and resilient. As a result of these admired characteristics, their bond created the greatest gift from God, the beautiful and intelligent Emery April Gaines. As their relationship developed, those admired characteristics evolved into the bond we see standing here. And it is because of the way this bond has transcended that we gather here in support of this beautiful matrimony. With quality time spent vlogging, enjoying family celebration, such as their goddaughter Ariana's 6th birthday today, engaging in deep discussions, or having memorable date nights. These two have taken only the greatest of insight and determination to create the happy hour to happily ever after relationship we will solidify today. As the Bible reminds us in Corinthians, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, and it is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoice in the truth. Love protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails. May you all remember and cherish this sacred ceremony, for on this day with love, we will forever bind these two together. If there is anyone in attendance who has cause to believe that this couple should not be joined in marriage, you may now speak or forever hold your peace. Let's move on. Marriage is a sacred ceremony. Today we observe the union of these two people with the respect the occasion warrants. What we honor with reverence, however, we also celebrate with great joy. For a married life, a shared life, is a tremendous blessing. Now, as the two of you embark on this journey together, there will be moments for you to nurture the love that makes each of you a better version of yourselves. Marriage is indeed the perfect garden from which we sow and harvest personal growth. I ask you both to learn to work together, to laugh together, and to love together. Don't get caught up in the worldly things that will try to draw you apart. Instead, focus on your shared devotion and turn inward. As your relationship strengthens, you will find that you come to share a remarkable love, a love that is both abundantly given and freely accepted. The joy you'll find as you pursue your shared lives will fuel you to face head-on challenges you'll encounter on this earth. On your journeys together, keep your spouse in the highest priority, both in your heart and in your lives. The love you share must be guarded and cherished, for it is the most valuable treasure you will ever possess. Under the eyes of God, I solemnly consecrate these matrimonial proceedings and the sacred covenant you both shall enter onto today. Marriage is an ancient rite. As you enter into this union, you are choosing to take part in this historical human establishment and are pledging your commitment before the witnesses present here today as you enter into this tradition with honor. Today, as we witness the two of these enter into this new chapter of their lives, we also join the families that stand to represent them. Your presence today stands as your pledge to join these two on the very journey they have chosen to walk together. All of you who have vowed to join them on their walk have made an oath to stand with them in the storms that will come and to also help and foster the love that they express today. The sacred vows that the two of you make to one another today is the opportunity for the both of you to express your love in your own words. I would like to invite you at this time to publicly declare these vows. Noémie, I will start with you.
Before I start, I need to admit something to you. Because you personally asked me for me to say my vows first, it's been my mission to make you cry. I hope by the end of this I succeed and you cry before I do. Kier, do you know what my silent whispers to God sound like? Why me? Why us? And how did I get this lucky? Then I'm almost immediately reminded that it's because you were made perfectly for me by God himself. In Mark chapter 11, verse 12, the Bible says, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours." I asked and he answered in the most unimaginable way. Kier, I couldn't dream you up in my mind if I tried. I'm not going to cry. I sometimes feel unworthy of a love like ours because I truly found my best friend in you. And while our good moments are amazing, it's the not so great moments that allow me to understand that our relationship has pushed me to grow, evolve, and to take a step back and evaluate myself. You make me want to be a better person, a better partner, and a better friend. You encourage me to follow my dreams. You've expanded the limits that I put on myself. And because of you, I can say that I love the woman that I'm becoming. Thank you for always being my cheerleader and for always being my soundboard when I need clarity. Thank you for accepting my family and friends as your own with no question or hesitation. Thank you for unapologetically telling the world how much you love me time and time again. Thank you for loving our daughter and teaching her that generational curses can and will stop here. Thank you for choosing me to build this legacy with and for trusting me to be your person and confidant. And I thank your mother. While I never got the chance to meet her in person, I felt her spirit since the first time we met, and I told you that. And I can't imagine how proud of you she is right now and the life that you created for yourself. Baby, walk and living manifestation of God's grace and intentionality in his promises. You are everything I never knew I needed, yet you still surpass everything I've ever wanted. There's no doubt in my mind that who and where we are is meant to be, the good, the bad, and the slightly petty at times. I'm so honored to stand before you in this moment, on this day, and in front of the entire world to happily and humbly vow to be your wife, to make you, our children, and God a priority, to always push you to be the best man that you can be. Whew. And I promise, without question, to stand beside you, behind you, or in front of you in the battlefield, whatever the call may be, to grow with you, but to also stretch you, to love you through your pitfalls and to cheer you on through your victories, to turn up with you and to turn down with you at night. Until I take my last breath, I am yours, and I love you so much.
You ready? Yeah. You may now make your promises.
Oh, man. I heard how you snuck children in there, by the way. Noémie, I can't start vowing a single thing to you without first telling you why I love you the way that I do. I'm not always certain whether or not I've done enough good in this life to deserve this kind of love, but my God, how fortunate am I to get it anyway. You've been a beacon of positive change on my path to being whole. I've always felt like my heart was a bag of fractured glass, broken and shattered. But there's something about the way that you love me that puts those pieces together and makes me feel powerful. I can't put our love into words, but you know how when we be bonding over cooking shows and stuff because we both real greedy? And the judges will mention how the acid of the tomato sauce beautifully complements the heat of the habaneros, even though those two elements are so very different. That makes me think of us. I can't put our chemistry into words, but you know how when we be bonding over music and stuff because we both secretly still think we're going to get a record deal? And the melody of the beat takes the rhythm of the words someplace magical, even though those two elements are so very different. That makes me think of us. Noémie, because you illuminate every single room that you walk into, a lot of people look at you, but I see you. Baby, I see you. And I vow to always see you. I vow to acknowledge all the little things that you do to make my life feel full and to make our life so beautiful. I vow to never let anyone know my heart better than you do. I vow to choose you over and over and over and over again with no regrets. This isn't the first day of the rest of our lives. No, this is just one incredible chapter of a truly unforgettable story. Girl, your love is a gift that I never knew I needed, but now that it's in my possession, I refuse to go a single day without it. So today, tomorrow, and until this crazy world takes its last spin, it's you and I. I love you.
Please hold hands. Under the eyes of God, Kier, do you take Noémie to be your lawfully wedded wife? By making this commitment, you are joining in the sacred covenant of marriage.
Yes! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got excited. I'm sorry.
Do you promise to honor her, to be sensitive to her needs, to comfort her in difficulty, to put your full and complete trust in her, as long as you both shall live?
I absolutely, positively do.
Under the eyes of God, Noémie, do you take care to be your lawfully wedded husband? By making this commitment, you are joining in the covenant of marriage. Do you promise to honor him in love, to be sensitive to his needs, to comfort him in difficulty, and to put your full and complete trust in him as long as you both shall live? To commemorate this union, you may now exchange your rings. The circle formed by each ring symbolizes your eternal love and commitment to one another. Let these rings remind you always of the love and of the promises you have made here today. Will each of you please repeat after me as you place the ring on your loved one's hand? Ready, hold the mic.
I care.
Give you Noémie.
This ring.
As a symbol of my love
And commitment.
With this ring,
I be wed.
Ready? After me.
I, Noémie,
Give you Kier.
this ring
As a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and commitment.
With this ring,
I thee wed. En plus des agneaux symbolisant la commémoration de cette union, le soir du balai est une tradition honorée que représente l'acte consistant à balayer le passé et le commencer un nouveau chapitre départ. Can we please bring the broom up at this time? As we lay this broom down, I want for you both to remember its value in the union you are forming today. No matter what, for the hand you use to jump over it, Today will be the hand you rely on when jumping over the hurdles that life will bring you both. You may now use this moment to take out your phones and cameras to document this monumental moment in their lives. I invite you all to join me in counting down as they take their first leap onto their journey. Are we ready? We're going to start from 3. 3, 2, 1, jump. By the power vested in me by the American Marriage Ministries and by the state of Florida, I pronounce you as husband and wife, lawfully wedded before God. Kier, you may now kiss your bride, forever sealing your union. Mesdames et messieurs, c'est avec plaisir que je vous présente Monsieur et Madame Gaines.